When Jerry Fisher was a Beaver High School student in the late 50s, he dreamed of going to sea. When he graduated in 1960, he planned to attend the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, but poor eyesight thwarted those plans. So he convinced his parents to allow him to join the U.S. Navy and planned to spend the next few years seeing the world. It didn't quite work out that way.
I tell everybody I was on vacation. I joined the Navy, always had a love for the water and that sort of thing. And I wound up at a Naval Air Station, Miramar, and spent the rest of my time there walking on dirt.
In 1978, Fisher came home and started a business in Monaca, Pennsylvania, metal cleaning. And during his time as a successful businessman, Fisher began to support causes that were important to him, particularly those involving veterans. In 2000, he saw an ad in the paper that Skip Haswell was organizing a Vietnam veterans group. Fisher was one of a handful that attended the initial meeting, and his involvement took off from there.
I kept seeing more things that I guess thought needed to be done, and got deeper involved with the chapter, and then these things just begin to snowball.
He promotes veterans activities that help the needy and poor, and he's always out there helping people.
In 2006, Fisher saw a story about a Coriopolis man, Jim Hiltz, who was organizing a bus trip for World War II veterans to take them to Washington, D.C. to see the new World War II monument. Fisher contacted Hiltz and mentioned that there were many veterans from Beaver County who deserved a chance to make that trip.
We've gotten some notes back from them that they thank us profusely for it. They're so glad that they got there to see it. This is the only way I'd ever get there to see it. You know, those kinds of things, yeah. Me personally, I mean, I just enjoy talking with these guys. They've got stories. They are amazed at what they see down there. They're grateful for what country the people built for them down there.
Fisher is retired today, having closed his business in 2013, and his involvement in activities that support veterans is greater than ever. Once a week, you'll find him driving a van for the county's Veterans Affairs Office to pick up former servicemen and women in the area and take them to appointments at the Veterans Hospital in Pittsburgh. Fisher says it's just his way of giving back.
I met Jerry when I was a passenger on the veterans van, and he took me to the Presbyterian Hospital and to Eye and Ear Hospital and to the VA hospital in Pittsburgh many times to help me get over my terrible illness. And you can see I survived with his help.
They're all very appreciative of the ride. Most of them, many of them, I should say, they don't drive. If they did drive, they don't want to do the Pittsburgh traffic, and that's one of the biggest comments. Man, I'd get lost if I had to drive up here. I mean, I've been doing it so long now, I could about do it blindfolded, but traffic is a real treat.
Perhaps the crowning achievement in Fisher's quest to recognize veterans in Beaver County came about 4 years ago as work was progressing on the new Veterans Bridge across the Beaver River. Fisher contacted former Beaver County Commissioner Dennis Nichols to ask how the structure would pay tribute to veterans. At that time, no one had a plan. That's when Fisher went to work. He gathered together others interested in adding some sort of monument to the bridge that would honor veterans. An artist joined his group to come up with a concept. Rome Monument in Rochester added expertise and donated services. And to pay for it all, the group came up with a brick campaign that they hoped would raise about $30,000. By the time all was said and done, the design and scope had changed several times, but more than $62,000 was raised, and a fitting monument to the veterans of Beaver County dominates the Bridgewater side of the structure.
He's a very kind human being, and he's a true human being. He has a lot of feelings for other people, and he helps other people.
I don't know. Sometimes you can't stop. My wife says I'm into too much, but I see these things that I'm available, and so why not?
Jerry Fisher is truly one of our area's unsung heroes, and we know there are many more just like him. If you know someone who deserves to be nominated for an Unsung Hero Award, please go to timesonline.com and complete a nomination form. And thank you.